Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today is day 2 of what I've used up recently. So today I'm going to be talking all about hair care products that I've actually finished off. I'm someone that does lots of reviews of first impressions of hair care products and sharing with you what I think from the offset. However, it's really good to see what products I've actually used up and my final thoughts and whether that's changed to my original video. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive straight into the hair care empties that I've used up recently. So shampoo feels like a really natural place to start, and I've got 3 different shampoos that I've used up quite recently. I'm going to start from best to worst, I think. So my favourite one that I've used up recently is the OGX apple cider vinegar shampoo. This is a really great one if you especially find that your hair gets quite greasy quite quickly. This just worked really well in extending my hair wash days for like 1 or 2 days. I'm someone that can get quite greasy hair relatively quickly, and so I've always been on a bid to just find products that work best for my hair type. Ones that are super moisturising, whilst they look great kind of day 1, day 2, my hair just doesn't love that kind of from day 3, day 4. Whereas for this, it really helped to make sure that my hair didn't produce the same level of oil but stayed kind of, you know, moisturizing my hair and still made sure that it didn't feel brittle. So some products of this nature can be quite stripping and can make my hair feel worse than better, whereas this was a really great mix of helping with the oil but making sure it felt really great and healthy. And I really like OGX products. All of the products that I've used so far I've really enjoyed, and this for me was a really great one that I've used up. It's sulfate free as well, and it just made my hair really shiny. It's something that I noticed. I've also finished a conditioner which I'll show you shortly, but the two together made my hair look and feel incredible, and I didn't necessarily expect it because I have tried lots of really expensive shampoo and conditioners that have the same objectives and don't necessarily always find that they tick every box. So for these to be not only affordable but to be really effective, I really did enjoy that. So yeah, really recommend these actually if you have very oily hair and you're looking for something more affordable to try. Let me know how you get on with them, but these are really good at clarifying but maintaining that shine in your hair. So really like these. Next up, this probably sounds a little bit unusual because if, like me, when you think of the brand Astonish, you might think of their cleaning products in the home, whereas they actually have a hair care range. I got this from Home Bargains actually because this was more of an emergency. I'd run out of shampoo and I just needed to get something for me and the kids to use whilst we were kind of out and about and not at home. And so I got this hopefully more just as a like, it will do the job, and I didn't anticipate kind of using it up. I just thought it would do us a short term. But this is actually really quite nice in terms of, you know, it didn't help necessarily from the oil point of view, but this was really affordable. And in both my hair, which is naturally straight, I haven't done anything to my hair. This is a really bad day to do hair care videos because my hair's not looking particularly polished. However, this was a really great product for my hair type, but also my daughter, who's now 6 and has quite curly hair. She needs shampoos that are really soft on her hair and not too abrasive, and this just did us really well. It was a no thrills, not the best results from a shine and health and bounce point of view, but it did the job in terms of cleaning our hair really well and making it feel quite nice after. Not one I would necessarily pick up again, however it, you know, it did the job. And sometimes within hair care, and I'm saying this as a hair care creator where I create, you know, some hype around specific products, you don't need your whole routine to be so elevated. Sometimes you just need to identify what's a need and what's a must and really start there. You know, you don't have to have everything that is the absolute best all the time, and hopefully I'm a product to show you that you know, something like this kind of conditioner in combination with hair masks and things like that that I use and have continued to use through kind of just habit setting has really continued to make a really big difference to my hair. So yeah, this was a really good one. Again, worked well, and yeah, it was okay. And then lastly, I want to talk about the shampoo that I found least effective, and this is because I saw this Head and Shoulders, and this is specifically their deep cleanse oil control with citrus. So I know that, you know, from a dandruff point of view, Head and Shoulders do a really great job in terms of really helping people with dandruff and helping to, you know, rectify that and be more confident when you kind of suffer with that. So I thought when I saw they had like an oil control one, this would be quite interesting to use, knowing that my hair kind of leans on that more oily side, and how effective is it. However, when I use this, I noticed no difference really in how my hair was, especially compared to having used the OGX one, where I did see that specific difference in my hair. This one for me just didn't do that. It wasn't deep cleansing. It stripped my hair quite massively, and I know Head and Shoulders, you know, if you overtone your hair, for example, they recommend you use Head and Shoulders because it does strip your hair almost so effectively that it gets rid of like specific tones from your hair, and like toner if you've ever used it. So it's quite an intense product line, and this one for me, where I wanted to see that intense nature helping with the oil, I just didn't see it. So if you're someone that is slightly oily and you were contemplating picking up this product, I wouldn't recommend it. I've tried loads of other kind of oil helping products along the way that I would recommend so much more over this. So save your money and definitely check out my other videos where there are really great products out there that really help it. So don't suffer with kind of oil in your hair. If you find that you get just so oily and it gets you down, there's so many products that can help that, but this just isn't one of those. So I've mentioned the OGX shampoo. Strangely, I've only used the one conditioner over this period, and this is the apple cider conditioner that was part and parcel of the routine of the shampoo and conditioner. I normally, like, from a home setting, we'll try and buy the bigger versions of products, so like the big ones with the pumps, because I find it's slightly more sustainable to do like a bigger order and for things to last longer, less plastic and stuff like that, but it's also so much more convenient. So it's not something that I try to buy too much of the smaller versions unless I'm just trying out lots of products for my channel. But yeah, this is one that again worked really well. It really helped to add that shine, that softness to my hair, and maintain the oil control benefits that the shampoo did too. So the two in combination I really recommend. So next of all, I have 5 different hair masks I've finished off recently, which feels like such a big achievement. So first of all, let's start with 2 Olaplex products. Olaplex 3, I know technically not a hair mask, but it fits more in this category than anything else. So we're going to pretend it's a hair mask, but it is a hair perfector. And this is one that I actually used when I got my hair done and continued to use every week thereafter. It's just a really great bond builder to help maintain the health and integrity of your hair, especially if you've had almost some trauma with your hair. So that is if you have, say you had like something like a perm, you've dyed it, you've bleached it, you've used heat, anything like that that can really damage your hair. Using products that bond repair and help with kind of the health from more of a structure point of view, it's something that you really want to bring into your routine to make sure that your hair does just feel better. And not only that, it remains really healthy. There's no point going on a hair care journey and spending lots of money on product and, you know, making your hair feel nice. If that is bleaching it for me, I'll always get my hair bleached. It's something that makes me feel like me, but I know just the harm it does to my hair. So I will always have something like Olaplex or K18 in my collection, just to make sure that my hair is feeling and looking as good as it can. I'm going to probably repurchase K18 over this because I haven't used K18 for a little while now, and I feel like I've been going back to Olaplex lots and lots of times. I did a comparison video of Olaplex and K18, and K18 for me completely trumped the performance of Olaplex. So yeah, I'm gonna give that another go. But for me, I really did enjoy this. It's such a great kind of take home Olaplex treatment, and it means that you can continue with your health journey and know that your hair is just being really well looked after. So Olaplex is a brand that I do continue to really enjoy, and number 3 is one of those products I will always go back to at some point in time. And so with that in mind, I've also used their number 8 hair mask. So again, I did a review video on this when I first got it and have continued to use it to the point it's now used up. So again, I promise I try and use up as many products, but the amount of products I get in versus the ones I use out from a hair care point of view, I'm also trying to be a little bit more mindful about that. Obviously I want to maintain the products and the videos I do on my channel, but I just want to use up the products I can use up, or if I know I'm not going to get around to it, making sure that my friends and family have first dibs on what they want to try out. So yeah, going back back to this. This is a really nice hair mask. Again, it's one of those that really help to moisturize your hair if it felt quite dull. It helped to smooth it. It added a bit of body, and specifically the shine that this added, I really enjoyed. So if I had a couple of days, say I was working from home and my hair just felt a little bit lackluster, I would use something like this, and it really helped to perk it back up and made me just feel so much more hair confident. And I think that, you know, anything we can do and use that really helps that, I really do enjoy. It also has the bond building qualities of Olaplex within this too, so this in combination with number 3 is great. That whole Olaplex system, though I don't personally need to use a shampoo and conditioner, I find it's a little bit too heavy for me at the moment, but if you want a really great range that has literally everything that you could need, Olaplex is a great place to start. And the hair mask I did really enjoy, and something I would really recommend now I've used it all up. I think it's worth the money. You get so many uses out of this, and you really don't need too much either. You don't need to saturate your hair almost as much as something more traditional, because it doesn't need it. It just needs enough to basically penetrate the hair, and it does what it needs to do. So a fantastic product that is slightly more affordable in the Olaplex space. You get more use out of this compared to the number 3, for example, but the number 3 has more of a higher concentrated version of their patented bond building like repair qualities. So if you want the most intense version, go for the number 3, but this is a great one for kind of more of a maintenance point of view. Now next up we have 3 kind of more traditional hair masks. Again, all of these I've reviewed on my channel, and I think all but this one, these 2 specifically, I maintained exactly what I said in my first videos. These are both really great hair masks. The Cantu one, this is the deep treatment mask. I would use it on my hair, especially when it felt really dry, really brittle in the most coldest and darkest of nights, where, you know, our skin suffers, our hair suffers. It's just a horrible time of year where our body is like, what is going on? This just really comes into play in terms of making you feel great about your hair again. It just really injects the moisture and any kind of loss of dryness that you might have kind of got from just being in the UK and the weather being really pants. Not only that, this also worked really well on my oldest daughter's hair as well. So this did a really great job of just making us both have really lovely soft hair, and the smell, it smells heavenly. I really rate Cantu products. Again, I'm not the primary audience for their products. However, the products that I have tried, and I remember telling you the story before, but if you didn't know, one of my friends accidentally bought this, not realizing it was for more curly and coily haired gals, but she loved it, and she was like, this is the best hair mask I've ever used. So I then purchased it and really echoed the amazing just results that Cantu does provide. So if I get great results as someone with quite fine straight hair, I can only imagine just how incredible they are for those that really struggle when you have really curly and coily and afro hair, because it can be really difficult to find products that work for your hair type specifically. But these guys are just smashing it. I'm really excited to see what other products that they bring out, and I can't wait to try more of them. But this product, let me tell you, lasted forever. I can't even remember when I first did my review video, but I know it was a really long time ago, and this kind of sheer butter, intense cocoa buttery richness is amazing. I really love that. And again, in a very similar vein but not quite as intense, this is slightly knocking it down a little bit, but this is the Vichy Nutra Protein Mask, and again, there are like little tiny bits left, but this was a really nice one. Oh, I forgot about the smell of this. This is a very like herbally earthy smell, but really rich and actually really nice to use in like the morning if you can keep it in your hair like all day. I loved that. But this is specifically a protein restorative mask. So again, if you are someone that's very aware that your hair might break easily, you have lots of split ends, masks like this are a really great option, and this is one I would really recommend and really enjoyed using up to the point I have used it all up. And last of all is the Lime Crime Unicorn Hair Mask. So this isn't one that I continued enjoying myself all that much. I actually can't remember what I thought of it in my first video, so I do apologise that I can't compare it straight for straight. But this for me just wasn't hydrating enough. This felt a little bit more just like a conditioner, and it didn't feel like it crossed that bridge of conditioner to a hair mask. A hair mask, you want something more intense, more powerful, more indulgent and more enhancing, whereas this for me just felt like a conditioner. I did use this up because again, I mainly used it on my daughter's hair, so she is great in terms of using products up, because if I don't love something, she, you know, she's happy to do it. I told her it was called unicorn hair, and so she thought that it was gonna make her have unicorn hair. So, you know, it's one of those that it got my 6-year-old's thumbs up, but for me, I just expect more. And it was weird because I remember when I did pick this up, I was surprised that Lime Crime was coming in. Lastly are two, they kind of look very similar, but they actually have two very different jobs. So let's start with the Hair Boss. This is essentially their version of a lamella water. They call this the weightless water, and so this does exactly what all the lamella waters do that I talk about and rave about and absolutely love. So this adds smoothness, shine, it makes your hair look like glass. I absolutely love it and rate it, and absolutely recommend them in your routine 100% because they're so easy to use and they make your hair look incredible. I've not used a product that is so convenient, that gives you the results that kind of a lamella water does, and you use it between a shampoo and conditioner and it works fantastically. You literally drizzle it all on, give it like 8 seconds, 10 seconds, wash it all off, and your hair looks so good. This one wasn't my favorite version I've ever tried. I love the L'Oreal ones. Garnier have also done a really great one as well, but for me this was almost like, I understand why other brands are trying to bring it in, especially the Hair Boss specifically has a huge range of products, so it makes sense for them to bring out something that other brands are bringing out. You know, it makes sense, I get it, business is business. However, this didn't give me the same result as more affordable ones do. So yeah, I would definitely stick with the L'Oreal's or the Garnier ones from a lamella water point of view. They all kind of do the same thing. You don't need to buy a really expensive one. What it is what it is. It's you know, it's a super affordable product. You are buying the branding. So yeah, stick to those. This one wasn't the best one I've ever used, but it did a job, and again, I've used it up, so I didn't hate it enough to not use it. And then lastly, this is the Olaplex number 0. So again, a few Olaplex products that I've used over the last couple of months, but this one is almost like the hair primer before you use the number 3. So this essentially is instead of using water. So the number 3 you put on wet hair, so either you can do that with just water, or you can use something like this which primes your hair, and this also has that bond building technology within it. It helps repair, strength and protect your hair whilst you're using this. So you coat your hair in this and really saturate it through, then you put the number 3 on top, and the two together give a really more powerful result. And I have noticed that when I've used the number 3 in conjunction with this versus the number 3 with just water, the results with this are definitely better. So it is one of those, again, if you are looking for the Olaplex routine and want the best results, definitely do the two in combination. You apply this to your hair, leave it for 10 minutes, and then apply the number 3, and it's as easy as that. So yeah, really good one, and I would really recommend this as part of an Olaplex routine for sure. And that's everything I've finished from a hair care space. I hope that you guys have enjoyed diving into my empties and seeing what products I've actually used up. If there are any hair care products that you've seen released recently or you want me to try soon, do let me know. I'm so excited to be filming more videos, and I really want to ramp up my video schedule. I want to be able to film more videos. That's my objective for this year, is I want to gear it back up, because whilst I had a really young baby, I really struggled doing more than one video a week, but I really wanted to maintain that consistency. But now I'm really hoping I'm going to do 1 or 2 videos a week. I'm going to manifest it, it's going to happen. But yeah, obviously this week is a 3 video week detailing all of the empties that I've used up. So today was hair care. Tomorrow there are so many more products in terms of body care, like home products, bath products, all stuff like that, that it's a bit of a miscellaneous. But if you love seeing almost like how I pamper myself kind of thing, then definitely check out tomorrow's video where I'm going to go over all of those things. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys then, and I really appreciate you guys actually watching this video, because these ones can be really rambly and I talk a lot, and I appreciate you, and I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your day. Cheers guys.